Hello, folks. How's it going? Why are you the way you are? Why are you like this? A better question is, why are we all engaging Jibcat sandbagging in chat? Am I looking forward to watching Blue Beetle next week? Maybe. I don't know. I will blame you, Jibcat. You're the one who started the main line of conversation that was terrible. Anyhow, what? I don't know. My brain is rotting out of my head. This week it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have to go see Ninja Turtles this week. And then I guess next week is Blue Beetle. I don't know if anything is coming out this week that I want to see more. But Blue Beetle is next week. I described Blue Beetle as likely unwatchable in chat. But I'm going to try. Because of course I am. Yup. Samwalk, you got to tell us. You got to spill the beans. Samwalk found an article and then chickened out on sharing it with us, and now we need to know. Season 2 of Loki is doing a collaboration with McDonald's. Limited edition branded sweet and sour sauce. All right. Yeah, this has definitely not been a problem in the past. Brownie says in relation to Blue Beetle, it looks perfectly 2006 book movie to me. I mean, A, we're in 2023. And B, my main issue with the Blue Beetle trailer is I'm fairly certain you could recut a shot-for-shot remake of the Blue Beetle trailer with footage from other superhero movies. Did I say 2043? I meant 2023. Anyhow, that's a project. If I had more time, which I clearly do not, a project I would like to engage in is recutting the Blue Beetle trailer using exclusively footage from other superhero movies. Hold on. Sorry. The slug for that article that the Maricat has just posted into chat is Loki McDonald's sweet sour sauce McFlurry tie-in. And now I'm deeply, deeply concerned at the idea of a sweet and sour sauce McFlurry. The header image looks like Grimace climaxing. I mean, Grimace basically always looks like he's climbing. Oh my god. That is a Grimace Iago face. Like, that really is something. Ahego. Listen, I'm not a fucking pervert. I don't know what you're talking about. I just know the word. Oh, dear. We're off to a great start this evening. Clearly. Good grief. Anyhow, we've been live. We've been live for 5.5 minutes, and I'm already angry at you all. The headline is "Forget the Grimace Shake. Loki's sauce is taking over McDonald's." Nope, I don't like that. All right, I owe you a joke, I think. First, thank you to Dicey1 for the resub, now for 40 months. And thank you also to Symphonic Lolita, now subscribed for 11 months. Now let's see if I can find a joke for you. What did Spartacus say when a lion ate his wife? Nothing. He was Gladiator. I mean, it was sort of a boomer joke. I don't know if that one was strictly a boomer joke in the sense that it didn't imply that this was true of all husbands and wives. It was just Spartacus and his own wife. Maybe they didn't have a very healthy relationship. I can allow that. The punchline wasn't that you should hate your wife. Oh my god damn, I am pretty. Jesus Christ. Does anybody know how to correct cosmetic surgery that's gone wrong? I'm all ears. Biblically accurate cosmetic surgery. Okay. Now that we're through that ordeal, what do you want me to talk about this evening? I finished my Gundam. My not Gundam. I finished my mass production mobile suit. I posted pictures on the Discord. So hopefully you looked. And yeah, we watched the Drunken Masters last night, and that was fun. I kept trying to play Baldur's Gate 3 last night while we were watching the movies, and I did not make a lot of progress, I'm going to say. I wanted to play Baldur's Gate, but I had to just had to focus down on Drunken Master 2. Did I make it through character creation? Yes. I think as of this moment, I have 4.2 hours played of Baldur's Gate, and I have finished the Nautilid. Like, I've just done the prologue. And a bunch of that is sitting there idle. But not all of it. So 0.2 hours of gameplay. That's about right. Anyhow, I spent an unreasonable amount of time making my character. And my character I'm fairly happy with. I made a half high elf bard as my player character. And then the game made me customize a second character. And I did not spend a lot of time tweaking my second character because I stumbled across with only a few minor tweaks to a default character. I stumbled across Gnomish Adam Driver, and I had to lock it in. So my guardian is Gnomish Adam Driver. Did Gnomish Adam Driver have underwear? You don't get to see nudes of your guardian in character creation. Anyhow, my hope is that Gnomish Adam Driver will be hilarious when it comes up. Anyhow, I'm quite pleased with my bard. My bardic inspiration has put in good work so far, so that's good. Anyhow, I have literally no idea when I'm going to play Baldur's Gate 3 because all of my video game time is spent on stream, and I don't really have opportunity to play video games off stream. But it was fun to create a character and contemplate the possibility of playing Baldur's Gate 3. Next stream game. I don't know. It seems like fun. I freed up 2 entire days for playing additional video games off stream, and I don't use them for playing video games. See, but I haven't played Destiny in weeks. I need... okay. Legitimately, I need somebody to take me through the campaign, the Destiny 2 Lightfall campaign on Legendary. I need someone's broad shoulders to carry me. Because that's the last seasonal or like character progression goal I need in order to lock in a level 8 for next season. I should probably find some folks to do that for me. Anyhow, the plan of record right now is we're going to finish Final Fantasy 16. We're going to go back to Mass Effect Andromeda. We're going to play Mass Effect Andromeda until Starfield comes out, and then we're going to play Starfield. That's my plan of record at this point in time. What am I doing with my free time? I'm building robots. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna put Starfield on hold when Spider-Man 2 comes out, I guess. Or I have to beat Starfield in a month. And then also, I have a bunch of other games that I want to play. Over the course of the spring, I specifically acquired a video game for the purpose of playing on stream. Like a specific retro game for playing on stream. And I have no idea where it fits anymore. Sam Wonk, if you have Game Pass, then yes, you get Starfield free with one of your subscriptions. And you're right, we still haven't done the Horizon DLC. There's still that. Hooray, a Bethesda game to play 200 hours of without ever loving. I mean, that's going to be me too. Games are coming out faster than I can finish them. Yeah, I mean, it is a problem. Meg, chat is telling you have to go back out of town. Meg said rude. Anyhow, we'll continue to chip our way through the video games that we're working on. But I have a plan. I have a plan. We'll see how the plan changes. I also have to fit Bomb Rush Cyberfunk and Jet Set Radio in here somewhere. I mean, technically, I guess we could do Bomb Rush Cyberfunk first. And then Jet Set and Jet Set Radio Future. But I don't know where we're going to fit those in. And then there's Armored Core on top of Starfield. Although I suppose with Armored Core, I still have to beat Sekiro and Demon Souls and Elden Ring before I can play Armored Core. I said that just to anger you, chat. Oh, Distrusting Spectator said, I forgot to mention I bought one of your Final Fantasy type game recommendations. Which one did you buy? What's the point of having a backlog if you don't add to it? That's exactly right. It's my approach to video games and Gundams. The real troll answer would be needing to play MechWarrior 1 through 5 1 through 5 first. Brutal. In fairness, I have beaten MechWarrior 3 and 4. So I at least have played those in the past. Not on well, I beat them both before streaming was a thing. MechWarrior 3 was great. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me. Thank you. Did Maple survive the fire alarm? Yes, she did. Maple had a delightful time during the fire alarm test because she just got fed a whole bunch of treats. Hi, Meg.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's not the fire alarm, it's the treat sound. When
That's right.
The treat
It's the
sound
treat
happens, then the treats happen. No fires, just treats. She was less disturbed today than she was last week.
That's good. Yup. Hi, Meg.
Hi.
So while we're here, I'm also going to show you this.
I saw these.
Well, this is on stream now. I haven't shown
Oh.
this to stream before. So this is my GM.
Nice.
This is the Gundam that the not Gundam that I just finished.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the eyebrows.
The eyebrows. The V-fin.
The eyebrows.
V-fin.
Eyes, brows.
Okay. Anyhow, yes, it is very teal. That's the point. It's supposed to be. It's funny. In this photo, it looks much lighter in color than it actually does in our shelf. Our shelf, it looks much, much darker than this. And there it is from behind. I'm very proud of the shading in the shield, where there's just a little bit of texture in the way it's painted. The slightly darker line across there. There's actually one behind this, but it's entirely obscured by the...
It's very pretty.
By the star. Also, not obvious because it gets hidden by the red, but the tips of the star are orange, and it fades from...
Oh, you can kind of see it on the bottom.
Yellow to orange. Yeah, they've got slightly burnt tips. Yeah. And then one of the things I did that you can sort of see in this photo, but are not obvious, is I painted the bolts so that they're silver as opposed to gray. You can see there the different color, the mountings, and it's not obvious, but if you look down at his ankles, you can see that the pistons here are actually two-tone. And if you were to pop this cap off, the hydraulic shafts that run into those pistons are steel colored. So there's actually a lot of bonus detail in this that I put in, which is why it took me so long to make this kit.
I feel like it took you less time than normal to make this kit. But maybe.
I mean, it was a relatively simple kit comparatively, but it was not... I don't think it was a whole lot less time. It was less time in number of months on account of the fact that I forced my way through this one super fast.
Yeah.
But it was about the same amount of work. Anyhow, there it is up on the shelf with all the others. And you can see I've almost completed my set of 1-year war suits.
I can't believe you cut off half of my Gundam from that shelf.
I know. I'm sorry. But it's there.
It is there.
And I've decided now what my next unit is. And that's in order to complete the 1-year war EFSF suits, we're doing Ball. We're doing MG Ball Verka next.
Oh, balls.
Yeah. The pilot is stored in the ball.
Wait, really?
Justice for Meg's Gundam.
I started.
It is not a
Gundam.
Justice Gundam.
First of all, I've done 2 Gundam.
I know.
And I have started a 3rd. And then it felt overwhelming, so I stopped. Yep. But I made the head.
That's good.
Yep. Now there's going to be a ball.
Now there's going to be a ball.
I guess I could put the ball out on my purple Gundam, and there could be 2 balls.
It's true. You could extend the ball bit on yours. Anyhow, can you hand me the box? It's on top of my shelf there. And there's the backlog pick. Yeah, that one. MG Ball. The Mobile Pod Ball. Here we go. This will be the next kit. And that will complete the 1-year war base suits. Pardon me. I should look at the crime in general. Oh no, what have you done? All right. Do you have anything else you want me to discuss this evening? Help me help you by providing me fodder about which to discuss. What is robot love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Enamels or acrylics? Por que no los dos? When I say por que no los dos, it's because the panel lining fluid is an enamel paint. But I am using acrylics. I'm using Mr. Hobby or Mr. Color acrylic lacquers primarily. Jibcat, I talked about Oppenheimer on Sunday. You're like an entire stream behind. In other news, my chromed Gundam or neon Gundam, none of the above. Both of those sound awful. Where is my lightsaber? So the lightsaber that I ordered is on its way. It's in the hands of UPS. And UPS is currently trying to charge me $101 in brokerage fees to deliver it. So I will be self-clearing that. Purple, green, or blue lightsaber? Blue. Anyhow, it's possible, maybe one day, when I'm truly proficient at model building, I'll get a black 3.0 paint, and I'll do a, like, Vanta Black RX 78-2, and then give it, like, fluorescent blue panel lining, so that it looks like a Tron Gundam. Are Gundam sabers lightsabers? No, they're beam sabers. They're beam sabers. There's a difference. Are beam sabers lightsabers for grown-ups? No, I think it's actually the other way around. And yes, beam sabers are much, much larger. Beam sabers only work if you swing them with rhythm. No, that's beat sabers. Someone says, I wonder what actual proportion of Gundams have been piloted by child soldiers. Is it most of them? That depends. Because you have to define Gundam. And if your answer is only suits canonically defined as a Gundam, then probably yes, mostly child soldiers. If you are talking any mobile suit, then no, the majority of mobile suits are piloted by adults. Even many actual Gundams are piloted by adults. Because all of the Gundam ground types in 08 MS Squad were piloted by adults. The Gundam Alex was piloted by an adult. The Full Armor Gundam was piloted by an adult. Now I'm scouring my brain for another. Oh yeah, all the Gundams in Stardust Memory were piloted by adults. The gun cannon and gun tank were sometimes piloted by adults. The vast majority of Gundams in G Gundam are adults. Okay, sure. All the Gundams in Gundam Wings or in Gundam Wing were definitely kids. So that's 5 right there. And the Gundam was piloted by a child. Gundam Mark II, piloted by a child. Zeta Gundam, piloted by a child. Double Zeta Gundam, piloted by a child. Unicorn Gundam was piloted by multiple adults before it fell into the hands of Banneger Lynx, at which point it was piloted primarily by a child. The main pilot of Unicorn Gundam was a child. Victory Gundam was a child. Victory Gundam 2 was a child. F-91 was a child. Turn A was a child. But the She Gundam and Penelope, those were adults. She Gundam was piloted by someone that we met as a child, though. But he was an adult when he piloted it. Psycho Gundam, child. Psycho Gundam 2, child. Narrative Gundam, child. Gundam Ariel Rebuild. Child. Although older. Ariel Gundam is piloted by a 17-year-old, which is positively ancient for Gundam. Anyhow, Distrusting Spectator has asked, why do children pilot Gundams? And do you want the actual answer, or do you want the Thermian answer? Both? Okay, the actual answer is because these are television shows for children designed to sell toys. and so they make the main character of the series a child because children can relate to them. The Thermian answer in most of these shows, not all of these shows, but most of these answers, or most of these shows, the Thermian answer, at least in the Universal Century, is that the best pilots of Gundams are new types, and new types are a new branch of human evolution that has arisen since humanity moved into the colonization of space, and typically have to be born in space. And so consequently, they are usually discovered when they are quite young and get thrust into a situation where they have to pilot a mobile suit. And then it turns out they're preternaturally good at piloting mobile suits. And so they get enlisted into the ongoing war in an effort to one up the enemy. The Gundam pilots are South Korean StarCraft gamers. Whoa. What is so great about new types? They're psychic. Well, they're not psychic. They're deeply empathic. It's complicated. According to the series creator, they are explicitly not psychic. They do have connections. They do have psychic connections with one another. But they're more like empathic connections with one another. The actual definition of a new type is that new types can understand each other implicitly without miscommunication. Yes, they're sort of Deanna Troi. Anyhow, for a group of people who can implicitly understand each other without miscommunication, they sure do get into conflicts with each other a lot. But yes, Manet basically has it that they are so empathic that they can feel where everyone is around them in a space battle and maybe even know what others are about to do, which is true. Their precognitive ability in that sense, like their spidey senses, means that they can actually push mobile suits faster than the mobile suits were engineered to work. This becomes a whole big thing in Mobile Suit Gundam, the original, because what's his name? Amuro is actually trying to make the Gundam go faster. Like his reaction time is so good. He's trying to make the Gundam go faster than the Gundam was engineered to do. And so they have to rebuild the Gundam partway through the series with special magnetic coatings on all its joints to eliminate mechanical friction so that it can react as fast as Amuro is inputting commands. That's a thing. That's why the Gundam NT1 Alex in War in the Pocket is specifically a new type use Gundam. It is being designed specifically for Amuro Ray because they need a higher performance Gundam for him to pilot. And then it gets destroyed during the events of War in the Pocket while being piloted by its test pilot. So it never sees combat in Amuro Ray's hands. But then it is used as the design base for Amuro Ray's new Gundam, which he pilots in Char's Counterattack, which is also a new type use mobile suit of Amuro's own design. And it features the first instance of fin funnels. Maybe not completely first. It's the first EFSF suit with fin funnels. Xeon has funneled suits. But the EFSF doesn't have a funnel suit, does it? Anyhow, oh, that's right. They're wired. They're not unwired. They're wired up because the Xeon has funnels. Right. So anyhow, the other big thing, Zeta has remote gun pods. Oh, of course. I'm forgetting that Zeta and Double Zeta were between the original series and Char's Counterattack. You're right. Funnels had been around. Anyhow, that's right. New Gundam had the shields and the fin funnels and the whole thing. Anyhow, the thing that the new Gundam was retconned to have that previous suits didn't have was a psycho frame. The new Gundam was retconned to have a full psycho frame. Which is why the new Gundam Verka model has a full psycho frame. Did Ian shoot down a podcast between Ian and I about Mobile Suit Gundam? I believe you. I assume he did it on his own time. Oh, Last Desert Bus. Okay. I don't remember that, but that's fine. Samwok says, basically, a Gundam is a weapon descended from the original Gundam design and can only be wielded by certain people in the universe who are sufficiently pure or evil of heart. And if someone else tries to use it, it just won't work or it'll return to its true owner. And all wars ultimately come down to war between good-hearted and evil-hearted Gundam wielders. Yes, Gundam is Kingdom Hearts. But also, a non-new type typically can pilot a new type use mobile suit. They'll just be highly ineffective in it. It'll be bad. They can still use it. Although if they try to tap into the psycho frame, they're going to have a real bad time. Non-new types are not well equipped to deal with Psycom systems. Would it be just as effective as a regular mobile suit or worse? It would be as effective as they're able to pilot it. Like, it's still a strong mobile suit. If we put you in an F-22, like, if you know how to fly a Cessna and we put you in an F-22, how's that going to go? Like, you might be able to get it off the ground, and it's got heavy weapon systems in it, and you'll be able to potentially shoot them and do some damage. It would go great for at least a couple seconds. Yeah. Um, there's that. All right. Now that we've waffled for a sufficiently lengthy period of time, I feel like we could move on to our video game. Sam Wonk, if you want to know how to do things without training, you just need to develop your empathic powers. Obviously. Are any of these new types as good as Max Sterling from Robotech? That guy got his giant robot dressed in a closet. Is this a bad time to mention that I've never watched either Robotech or Macross? I've seen Macross Plus. I don't remember any of it. I remember the Macross missiles, but that's the only part anybody remembers. Anyhow, we're just going to call it Robotech for the rest of the night, just to make the weebs in chat cringe. Balthazar Wiseman says, F you, Matt. Siva asks, what is the difference between Macross and Robotech? Macross is 3 different series in Japan, whereas Robotech is those 3 series re-edited together into a completely different show and dubbed for showing in North America. Not completely, but mostly. And then it got into a huge, ridiculous rights battle that went very poorly for everyone. All right, here we go. From Wikipedia, Robotech is an American science fiction franchise that began with an 85-episode anime television series produced by Harmony Gold USA in association with Tatsunoko Production and first released in the United States in 1985. The show was adapted from 3 original and distinct, though visually similar, Japanese anime television series: Super Dimension Fortress Macross, Super Dimension Cavalry Southern Cross, and Genesis Climber Mosspedia, to make a series suitable for syndication. In the series, robotechnology refers to the scientific advances discovered in an alien starship that crashed on a South Pacific island. With this technology, Earth developed robotic technologies such as transformable mecha to fight 3 successive extraterrestrial invasions. So, anyhow, the thing to know about Robotech is that you may be aware of the tabletop role-playing game Robotech, on which MechWarrior is based. I do mean BattleTech. You're right. My bad. But there is cross-pollination between them because BattleTech, one of the reasons there's such a ridiculous rights battle over some of the mecha designs is because BattleTech took mecha designs from Robotech with permission, and then it ended up being that nobody could figure out who owned what anymore. And so, that's right. They thought they had permission, and then they didn't have permission. Here we go. Relating to Battletech, rather than create their own original robot art, FASA decided to use already extant designs that had originally been created for a variety of different Japanese anime, including Dougram, Crusher Joe, and Macross. The rights to these images were licensed from 20th Century Imports. In later years, FASA abandoned these images as a result of lawsuits brought against them by Playmates Toys and Harmony Gold over the use of said images. In 2007, classic Battletech line developer Randall and Bills explained that FASA had sued Playmates over the use of images owned by FASA. Although Playmates was ordered to stop using the images in question, FASA received no financial compensation. FASA realized that the use of licensed images made them vulnerable to lawsuits and worried that such a suit would bankrupt the company. Following the suit, FASA made the decision to use only images that they owned in future products. The anime-sourced battle mechs continued to be referenced in universes, but their images were no longer seen in new source books. This led them to be termed by fans as the Unseen. When Fantasy Productions licensed the property, these unseen images were expanded to include all art produced out of house, whose copyrights resided with the creators, not the company. Catalyst Game Labs has continued this practice. All right, so now we have to go find out what the unseen mechs were. Unseen. Main article, Unseen Lawsuits. When FASA created the Battle Droids board game in 1984 that would become Battletech, the designers licensed the rights from 20th Century Imports to use certain pre-existing mecha from Japanese anime series Super Dimension Fortress Macross, Fang of the Sun Dougram, and Crusher Joe. These mecha then served as the visual representation of several battle mechs and other units within the Battletech universe, with Battletech-specific names and game stats devised entirely by FASA and totally unrelated to the context of the original mecha. During a series of lawsuits, FASA later found out that TCI might not have been in a legal position to provide these rights to FASA in the first place. However, this was ultimately never decided in court. The lawsuits were settled out of court in 1996. As part of the settlement, which included an NDA, FASA fortified the right to use the images in question henceforth. This affected many core designs, which have been described as the bedrock of the Battletech universe at the time, and this was a serious... forfeited, not fortified. Forfeited the rights to use the images in question henceforth. This was a serious blow to FASA. All existing products featuring pictures of the unseen, be it on the cover or within the rule books, effectively most, if not all, Battletech publications had to be discontinued. And while numerous other original designs remained that could still be depicted, this massively affected the Battletech line. Miniature molds had to be destroyed as well. Beyond the specific artwork covered in the unseen lawsuits and settlement, FASA decided to summarily treat all designs as unseen that had been developed out of house on general principle as a precaution. This included some designs that had not been covered in the court case but shared the same background as the contested ones, but also unrelated third-party artwork to which FASA did have full rights. When they first announced the settlement, FASA also provided an initial list of unseen designs. This was repeatedly updated over time as the legal situation, or how it was perceived, changed. Some individuals' units were even put on and removed again from the list several times. Okay, but I want to see the list of unseen. Affected designs. Okay, here we go. Wait for it. All right. So, the unseen designs are the Locust, this guy, the Wasp. Oh, yeah, that sure does look like a Macross design, doesn't it? The Valkyrie. The Phoenix Hawk, Griffin, which looks like a Titan, but Scorpion,
What mic you on, my dude? How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on
Sorry.
mic 5.
Going back. Locust. Stinger. Wasp. Oh, okay. You're right. There is an alphabetical list. All right. We have the Archer. Battlemaster. Black Python. Oh, that sure looks like a Macross design. Conjurer. Crusader. Oh. These are updated. These aren't even... No, they're new art. Oh, dang it. Scroll down to the art list. Okay, now you have to poke, like, direct me around. This is the original art? Okay. Now we're getting there. It's labeled as original unseen. This is how we know. Did I do the Crusader already? Yes. Okay. We're caught up. Galleon. Glass Spider. Goliath Online. The Grand Crusader. Griffin. Griffin 2C. The Horned Owl. It's not even horny. Howler. Incubus. Jenner 2C. I'm looking through these to see if any of these are things I recognize. I'm pretty sure I've seen a Locust. I'm trying to remember what was in the MechWarrior games. The Longbow. Dang. Marauder. The Awesome. Awesome is not even listed. Phoenix Hawk. Anyhow, these mostly look very silly. The Raijin. Rifleman. All right, that one legitimately looks like a Mech Warrior design. Samurai Aerospace Fighter. Shadowhawk. I feel like the Shadowhawk was found in like MechWarrior 3. I remember that name. Stone Rhino. Oh yeah, Thunderbolt. This definitely showed up in one of the games. All right, Valkyrie feels like it should be a really, yeah. Vapor Eagle. The Warhammer. The Wasp. And the Wolverine. All right, MechWarrior 3. Featured battle mechs. Firefly Owens Puma. Bushwhacker Centurion Clint IIC. Blackhawk Ryoken Shadowcat Strider. Champion Cauldron Born. What a great name. Avatar Vulture. I used to pilot a Vulture a lot in MechWarrior 3. I think I piloted one of these a fair bit as well. Got the Thor. Good old Mad Cat. Atlas. The Awesome. Supernova, Sunder, Annihilator. Oh, yeah. The Daishi. This was my meat and potatoes when it came to high-level play. Listen, I'm just using the names I know from the game I played. And my recollection is that you were indeed playing Inner Sphere in MechWarrior 3. And so I learned all these names in MechWarrior 3. Anyway, the Daishi was dope. All right. It's time to move on. We've been waffling for over an hour. It's 8 o'clock. It's time to move on. Let's play a video game, shall we? Here is my phone. Here is my phone cable. Everyone, please brace your ear holes. That wasn't the audio cue I necessarily wanted you to get. All right, now I owe a joke, because of course I do. I thought you people thought my jokes were funny. But then I realized I'd been lulled into a false sense of security. Where do scuba divers exaggerate their accomplishments? In the hyperbolic chamber. I always wanted to be a Gregorian monk, but I was never given the chance. That's a good one. That was a good one. Y'all got to give me credit for that one. That was a good joke. That was a good one. All right. And now, Garcon, can I get a drum roll, please? It is a delicious and nutritious Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the rainbow. I explicitly steal all these jokes from other people. I don't steal them. They are contributed. Thank you very much. Okay, let's play a video game. Here we go. Yeah, that's right. The Strategic Joke Reserve.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Oh, Maple Cam is up.
Get him! This one. Over here.
This is just the Batman theme.
Over here. Attack. Nice try. Sick 'em.
70 grand! Hell yeah!
The city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
That's a lot of damage. Oh, it was nice of them to give me a high potion there.
Where are they?
Okay, what monstrous entities are attacking me here?
These creatures. Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here? Over here! Kill! Over here! Brutal! Get him! Where is your master? What does he want?
Come at me, bros. No, we still don't know what these things are.
You've caused quite the commotion.
Hi,
But
Harbard.
then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
Murothos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me.
But also thralls.
Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled.
Time for a boss fight.
House Harvard. And you will yield,
I don't think I will.
or not. As long
Yeah.
as you don't hold back.
Or not does sound like what I intend to do. Oh, F off.
This one.
divine hound. All yours, Torgal. Get him. This one. Nice try. That's better.
Oh, I shouldn't have used that. Oh, God damn it.
Over here. Nice try. All yours, Torgal. Little trick. Fuck.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame.
Really, dude? Because I seem to be
For now,
absolutely
a
kicking
gift
your
from my
ass.
liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Whoops.
Little slow.
Be still, my beating heart!
Ooh, spicy. Ah! Ow. Come on.
Nice try. Torgal, kill! Bet we're all ready.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't. This one. Nice try.
Wow, this extremely sucks.
Give me Over here!
Ugh. Go.
Too slow. This one.
More, I say.
There's a good boy. This one. Guess we're all ready. Nice try. Thanks, boy. All yours, Torgal. Muthos.
Oh, I got him! Hooray! The sanguine insignia.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
All right, one hopes this guy's dead. Don't know who he was. Don't know why I'm meant to care. But he sucked. And he's gone now.
Clive!
Oh, hey, the cavalry arrived just in time.
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Can we take his head off just to be sure? Should have taken his head off. Just to be sure.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. you may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Waloed.
Get back.
Okay, but I just used all my healing items on the previous fight. I mean, challenging Odin to a sword fight is probably a safer idea than challenging him to a horse race.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos
Why are
is
you
everything.
smiling? Because I know something you do not know.
The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel.
I
Your
am not
purpose.
left-handed.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
Just
You
suck
would
the
allow
Odin juice
this
out of him and be
delusion
done
of
with
free
it.
will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
What if we just primed completely and stepped on him?
Men.
Well,
You
game
are
over.
As weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
See, this is the one time a giant woman stepping on somebody would actually be plot relevant, and she didn't do it.
Power beyond reckoning. And they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
I'm sure that'll buff out.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
I'm like half expecting Jill's head to show up in a box.
Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
I'm pretty sure if you sliced every sinew in a human body, that person would probably die.
What I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake. My boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
You didn't engineer for that!
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
All right, back to the hideaway.
All right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling?
How indeed.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Newfound purpose. Since I can remember, I have served none but myself. Turned my back on the world for a handful of silks and a heavy purse. But where has that left me? It is hard to keep joy in one's heart when all those around you are without. Something must change, and that change must start with me.
Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Hello, Raiders. Hello, Erica. How was your hole this... Wait. How was Minecraft this evening?
Still alive, are you? Going purse weighing you down?
It's never on purpose. I just... Erica digs holes. That's the stream. Hey, a rune blade.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Hi, Erica.
Trouble with your gear, or... What do you want?
In retrospect, I probably should have checked to see if there was anything... Okay, so I can go Rune Blade +1.
You can thank me later.
And then I can go Rune Blade +2.
My best
and
work,
we'll get
but
a
it'll
nice,
do.
strong sword. Now, I am going to want to buy items because I used all my healing items.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Okay, we've done those things. Now I suppose we need to talk to Otto. He ought to know something.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we go to the next...
Mesray, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
That would have been...
How are you?
Then I'll check the workshop.
All right, we need to... find the missing piece. Over that way. Which... CAB. Another S. Scab. Final Fantasy 16 is crossing the picket line. Writing movies when it shouldn't be.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
All right, what do we got? Inspect volumes.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
Oh, that's a tiny little white mage. How about the desk?
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
I don't know, maybe Mid wants to take up the pipe weed.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Midadol. I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best, and so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the firest. I'm gonna have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck!
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Once again, Jim Cat, do you actually watch the stream?
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box had to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
To the orchestrion!
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are...
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
Why does it sound like a radio?
It's broken. Except...
It's a jukebox.
See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
Inspect the orchestrion.
There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
Yeah, I broke it.
No.
That's right.
Yeah, yes.
Very good, child.
There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Never heard this one before.
It started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much.
Distrusting spectator. No worries. I also believe this game drags a whole lot in the in-between moments.
Ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
I have 5,000 AP. I should do something with those. Go to Reno. Go to Reno, buy that house.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
I have to get back, but first I have to do these side quests.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'll speak to him.
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
Can we stop showing stuff to Blackthorn? No. Because the fourth Blackthorn quest is the one that gets me the best weapon in the game. We will keep showing Blackthorn shit until he figures out how to make the best weapon.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
A gift. The Talisman of Priming. Enclosed, you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. What the hell is that? Increases Lionheart tonic duration by 30. Oh. Well, that's boring.
I have more for you.
Sam Wonk says that Starfield's download size compares to that of Fallout 4's. It's not bigger than the PS5's internal drive, so that's good news. Is Starfield even coming to PS5? I didn't think it was. Starfield will not launch on PS5. It is an Xbox exclusive. It will be on PC. So it doesn't really matter if it fits on the PS5's drive, is what I'm saying.
She can't kick this up much longer. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I can
better
try.
than to order Taya to do anything, but I'll speak to her.
Oh, thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
All right, let's try and get her to go to bed. Tarja, go to bed.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
Just poke him in the chest with a knife!
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia, it's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Okay, but again, I'm pretty sure if we just take his head off, that is a relatively quick and painless death. As opposed to lying there in agony for hours and hours and hours and hours, we have the technology to swiftly bring his suffering to a conclusion. We don't need to go gallivanting all over the world to find some friggin' spider eye. I've got a sword right here. Let me just take care of that for you. Sadly, the attack button doesn't work in the refuge. We don't know if the brain lives on for a short time after decapitation. Okay, go through here then. Destroy the brain. Hell, even a few moments of suffering is better than hours and hours of it.
And you got better things to do with your time.
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
You're right. I am the one causing extra suffering by going across the country trying to find a spider eye.
Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Stop being a stick in the mud, Blackthorn. You've got the equipment upgrade button over your head. Out with it.
Work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Vast has improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge.
That is literally what you're doing.
My swords keep you
We are here in a backwater. You are in a backwater's forge.
Struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
So let's go kill Zoltar. That's right. We'll put Blackthorn out of his misery.
He's a surly soaker.
And whoever's down here is going to give me a potion upgrade. So let's go.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know.
That's an abomination.
Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
What's one vine?
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary Morble.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria.
Rumored?
A notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Please, sir, can I have some Morble? That's a pretty good quest name, honestly.
Sid, heard you were in Canberra fetching young men.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone.
All right, down to the hunt board. Ask about Morble sightings. I hear your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kupo. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one that just got posted on the board, I can see why, Kupo. Oh, God. Is that it? Is there nothing else I need to do? Okay, I have 5,500 AP. What do I sink my AP into? I could upgrade my Gigaflare. Bitcoin. Okay. So. Now we can take this ability and turn it into Gouge. Ah, hell. Oh no, that's fine. I still don't have the... What I want is I want to master Gigaflare so that I can put it on Garuda. That's actually what I want. but I'll need more points to be able to do that. So, anyhow, that's a good enough combo for now. And let's see where we're going. Oh, I have more letters in my room? Okay.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
If it's knowledge you seek.
So I have more letters, but nothing that has a quest associated with it. On our own terms. I regret that both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of my sordid past, but thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One don't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. My Lord Marquis, in your absence, shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. Starting over. Clive, I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lost Wing. So, in lieu of any awkward remerciments, I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. And a riddle, which we've already read. All right, let's go murder a spider. I don't understand what you're saying. Chat, you terrify and confuse me. What is a skinwalker? And why is it offensive to call it a cryptid? I don't understand. A being from Native American folklore. Okay. Okay. I'll trust you if it's too complicated for stream chat.
Go to him! Sick him! Sick him!
I don't know. Chat, you just go off on these bizarre tangents, and sometimes you lose me, and I don't know what you're even talking about at this point.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
This one. Sick him. Get him.
I don't know. If you've somehow baited me into saying a slur on stream, I'll be fairly upset.
This one. Go to him. This one. Get
Sandai, I definitely don't hate this game. I don't think it's very strong as Final Fantasy games go, but I don't hate it.
It's over.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
All right, we got ourselves a spider eye. Now to not return it for a while. Okay, Baldur's Gate 3's obnoxious PC tradition is that it has a launcher. I agree that the launcher is obnoxious. And I also find it annoying that I had to create a Larian account to get it to stop popping up the sign-in dialogue before letting me play. No, you're right. You don't have to create an account. But if you don't create an account, it will pop up the login and you have to skip login before you get the play button. Which means that it's 2 clicks to start playing instead of 1, which makes the login prompt even more obnoxious. This is like a dark UX pattern that I find deeply, deeply annoying. That rather than putting the login prompt on the same page as the button. See, I can disable the launcher though. Oh, okay, cool. You can disable the launcher. That's good to know. I mean, it's not. It solves the problem, but it still doesn't solve the annoyance. Because it's buried in, like, Steam settings. Now I'm going looking for it. Launch options on Steam. Steam settings. Baldur's Gate 3, manage, properties, launch options, wait, you have to actually, it's a console command? That's even more annoying. But it works. Neat. Yes, Clive, I understand you're annoyed and frustrated. We get it. Now, the real question is, how many games can I disable launcher? Every patch will be a potential hazard now forever? How is that? Meanwhile, I'm going to just leave Final Fantasy up on screen like this and play Baldur's Gate. Oh, maybe it'll re-enable the launcher. Maybe it'll only work if the launcher's enabled. Fair enough. Where in the hell? Oh, way over there. Okay. That's the nearest exit, hey? Damn, I'm pretty. Why did you call Jim Cat a mink? I'm not sure Jim Cat would make a particularly comfortable coat. I guess there's only one way to be sure. Is that all Mink's Artemy coat material? No, I mean, their oil is good for polishing shoes, too. We could always just render Jim Cat out and use him as shoe polish.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
That's a good way to endear yourself to him.
It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you are so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
If they give me one more...
This is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
The answer to how much does a gibcat pelt go for on the open market? A mink pelt is worth about $9. $8.55.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Mama, why hasn't
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
Okay, well, I have the literal power of flame, so can I help?
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here, and neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
Why do you need magic for a forge? Great question. No further questions.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round.
Those are some weird-looking
Not after what I
chickens.
did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravost. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravost in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravost prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravost won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravost will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Okay, let's go do the thing.
This won't be easy.
I don't want to fight a storm panther, thank you.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
That looks like my target.
Get him! Go for it! Get him! Over here! So yes, I sent you into the replies, and yes, a horrifying number of the replies are people who are just actually Nazis. Like, not necessarily the characters that they're pointing at, but just the sentiments they are expressing through the characters they are picking. I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Anyhow, the upshot to this whole thing is that the main account, the primary account that I posted the link of, with the what villain is terrifying because they were right posting Nolan's Joker, that one particular post is probably a joke. Like, that account's whole thing is non-aesthetic things is the title of the account. And they are sufficiently self-aware that I'm cognizant, or that I think it's pretty likely that they intentionally put Nolan's Joker there for the purpose of like, people who think this post is correct are stupid. But the contents of the thread below it are really, really, really awful. Hi, Meg.
Yeah, I don't go to the dark place anymore.
You should.
Because of this.
Anyhow, like, a lot of people say Thanos. And more of the Joker, Magneto, and then, like, as Sam Wonk notes, somebody actually just posted Hans Landa, the literal actual Nazi. This person here, my top 4. These are the things they think were right. Villains with a point. 1, Thanos saw overpopulation as a universal threat, but its solution was a bit drastic. 2, the Joker exposed society's hypocrisy and moral ambiguity, but in a chaotic way. 3, Darth Vader pursued order and security, but became a symbol of oppression. 4, Voldemort wanted wizarding purity, but his methods were pure evil. This person is a Nazi. Like,
yeah, there's, yeah,
their reasoning.
This is not good. This is awful.
Yeah.
These people all belong in the sea. Terrible. Every single one.
Yeah.
This is awful. This is why I don't go here anymore.
Yeah.
I literally only go on here to find out where the bigots are going to be so I can show up.
And annoy them. Yeah.
Like, no. No. It's the bad place. Don't go to the bad place.
That's right.
Save
Don't
yourself.
go to the bad place.
Save yourself. Go play Final Fantasy 16 instead. Maple just fell asleep on the couch beside me.
What's this all about,
and
then?
she was doing
Dunno.
sleepy
Some
movements.
kind of new invention.
And it was very cute. And then she did her Sphinx sit again, where her butt's on the couch and her front legs are off the couch.
That's so funny.
It's the cutest.
Maple is very cute.
She's great. Even when she's the worst.
Even when she's the worst. Even when she's the worst, she's very cute.
She is very cute.
Like, when she's super excited and jumpy and bitey, her little, like, sound that she makes because she's so keyed up is very cute.
Yes. And her, like, post-morning walk zoomies.
Oh my god, the post-morning walk zoomies are also hilarious.
Because she did them several times today. She, like, went into the house and then grabbed her camera, which is her best, like, favorite toy again for some reason. And zoomed all over the house. And then she zoomed on the bed this morning.
Oh, I don't remember that either.
Was that this morning? Maybe it was yesterday.
No,
morning.
yesterday she zoomed on the bed that I remember. Yeah. You told me that she curled up on the bed next to me and gave me a cuddle, but I was sound asleep, and so I didn't.
No!
Oh, right.
It's even better! So, Maple barks in her crate to be let out at a normal hour, which is great. So I get up, I let her out. She flops down on the floor, and I'm like, okay, whatever. She stands up after a bit and barks at the door. I'm like, okay, fine, let's go for a walk. So I get up, open the door. She still lays there. I go to the washroom, come back, and Guess where she is? Curled up on my side of the bed, snuggling with my boyfriend. So rude.
Yeah,
so rude.
I love that she barked to get up and to get you to let her out of her crate, and then barked to be like, we should go out, and sent you to the bathroom, and then the moment you were gone, took your place in the bed.
So rude. What
you got outwitted by a 1-year-old puppy.
I did.
Oh man! After
hilarious.
Late last night after the movies, I went out into the living room and I was just watching TV. And Maple managed to get over to the shoe supply, and she grabbed one of my slippers and she came running back into the living room with it, like she does. And she like lies down and is like playing with it, like sort of swinging it back and forth. And she tosses it up in the air and it does a flip in the air, and then she caught it in her mouth.
What? She caught it?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I've never seen her like catch it. It usually like hits the floor and then she scampers after it.
Yeah. No, she was having the time of her life.
What a perfect angel.
She is.
So. Okay. Bedtime. Enjoy your game. Stay out of the dark place.
I will do my best. It's really impressive how much worse Twitter has gotten in the last couple of months. Like, it's gotten a lot worse.
It is awful. It's absolutely atrocious. Like,
I mean,
no.
I guess unbanning all of the Nazis will do that to a social platform. And also, yes, all of my friends post less.
Yeah, like...
I still check it all the time, but I have basically stopped posting, although I posted there yesterday. But I very rarely post to it now.
Yeah, I'm out. It's just not. There are better things for me to rot my brain with.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok, way better. Much better curated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
better
send you away because I would like to finish this quest before my stream ends.
Rude. Bye.
Bye.
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louts to work. If everyone
Yeah,
pulls their
put
weight,
these
we'll
louts
be
to
finished
work.
in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pet Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I
have you
became
now?
chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
He just
Well,
left,
you know what they
man.
say? Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Okay, so pit Cold Cinder to Blackthorn in the hideaway, deliver the eye to Rodrigue in the hideaway. Let's go find a more bowl. Or, well, let's just continue to do quests until the stream ends. 10 of clubs. We're going to the Jaw. Varmer in Telmekia. The Jaw. No, I'm not going to mercy kill the man. If he wanted to die swiftly, he should have let me axe him.
Run like the wind.
Since he wouldn't let me kill him on the spot, now he can wait and endure agonizing pain until the next time I'm back.
No holding back.
All right. I figured the character that you were thinking of was Killmonger, Sam Wong. Although my takeaway from the end of Black Panther was more that both Black Panther and Killmonger were wrong.
Back to the stables, girl.
But also right, in equal measure. But I guess you did say in contact with the point of the movie, not necessarily, like, fully aligned with it.
The god's forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. Show him to your pockets. Let's have some fun! Get him! There's a boy. Now, Gorgle! Yeah! Fire and flame! Come on, as we're ready.
Man, this guy hits like a truck.
This one. Over here! Kill!
No!
Thanks, boy. Ogle, kill! I needed that.
All right. We finished that one. Hooray.
A deserter turned outlaw.
Next stop, Port Isolde. Where is Port Isolde? We're going to Martha's Rest just so I can get some items.
What are you after? There you go. Thanks very much.
I have 32 kill bugs. I have 48 black bloods?
Very well.
Alrighty, that's going to be it for this evening. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I will be back on Thursday. Same Matt time, same Matt channel here on twitch.tv/Wigan, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, playing more Final Fantasy 16, so I do hope you'll tune in then. In the meantime, as always, you can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Wiggins_TV, and if you're a subscriber, you can join the Discord by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's back end, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So remember to join the Discord, because yes, tomorrow is TNG Day. So yeah, you should join the Discord. All right, with that out of the way, we can find somebody to raid. Also, be nice to Jibcat. No, God no. Why would we ever do that? All right, everybody hop aboard this raid train. I will see you back here on Thursday. Until then, so long, have a great night, and goodbye.